How do I feel more confident? This is something that people endlessly ask their therapists. And believe me, therapists ask each other that. Everyone goes through that. And we as therapists consult each other when we have self-doubts, anxieties, worries about ourselves. The nice thing about being a therapist is you are usually surrounded by a group of people who know how to listen, know how to help a person who's worried about something. When people come to me and ask how they can become more confident, what I try to teach them is that what you are saying to yourself on a daily basis, the pictures that you form of yourself, are the basis for your self-esteem. Self-esteem is simply your opinion of yourself. It's the degree to which you hold yourself valuable. Very often we have self-talk that centers around, I'm not worthy, that's not for me, that's for other people are better. And it's not even verbalized that clearly very often. It's, somebody driving down in a jazzy car and your impression to yourself is, I'll never have that. I'll never have something that cool. I'll never be that cool. I can't afford that. I'll never be able to afford that. That's not me. That's for other people. When it's for other people, you have excluded yourself from one of the privileges of the human race, which is to feel good about yourself. That's just basic mental health. And most of us have to learn that. If you're fortunate, you might have been taught that in your family. But by and large, it's something that you learn as you go through teenagehood and adolescence. It's very easy to come out of any family with some self-doubt. And if your family didn't help create that, then certainly life circumstances will, sooner or later. The more you understand that the strength of your self-esteem comes from how you treat yourself, how you speak to yourself, and how you set up your surroundings to feel. So if you recognize that your relationship with yourself is kind of like your relationship with a good friend, you're not going to keep a good friend by beating on them all the time. You're not going to keep a good friend by saying that they're a jerk, that they're ugly, that they're fat, that they need to, earn more money, have a better house, have a better job, have a better boyfriend. That's not going to keep a friend. How do we keep ourselves talking that way? Think about it. We talk to ourselves, I guess with the knowledge that we're stuck with each other. Otherwise, we would leave ourselves. And some people do in figurative ways. People get so beat down that they sort of back up from themselves, depersonalize themselves, become numb to parts of themselves. That's a lot coming from echoing bad messages that they've heard. Judgmental messages, mean messages, saying these things to themselves that are really cold, cruel, and mean. You would not say them to anyone else, hopefully. So learn to monitor your self-talk. What is it that you get up every day saying to yourself? Oftentimes, your first thoughts set the tone for the day, and your mind is so relaxed that they just kind of float through, and they might be nice, they might not be nice. One of the things that you can do is start to make a little daily list, just 5 or 6 items of things about you that are good. Some people call it counting your blessings. I believe in making it a little more personal and making lists about what is good about you. Try to make a list of things that say, I'm a good person, I'm a decent person, I'm a kind person, I'm an honest person, I look nice, I work on my health, and if you don't, get busy. These are things that you can say about yourself. Perhaps you're a good student, perhaps you're very good at your job, perhaps you're a good homemaker, perhaps you're a good mother, a good father, a good son, a good daughter. There's something about you that you can start with that you know is good. Years and years ago, I can remember a difficult time in my life when the only thing I could say is, "Ugh, I really work hard. I know I'm a really hard worker." I couldn't think of anything else that was good. And, with some effort, I started to remember the good things about myself. If you can't remember, then it's time to learn what is good about yourself. And some people can't remember. Some people's background, they didn't get a lot of kindness and caring, and so it's really hard for them to pull up good statements about themselves. But all of us can learn to give ourselves those statements. We would give those to friends. Well, this is your friend. You are your first friend, and you must treat yourself with kindness, caring, and respect if you want to have self-confidence. Self-confidence comes from what you say to yourself. So start now with saying a few kind things to yourself, and start to make that your regular mantra and make that list grow.